Hi everyone, welcome back to my Home Life series. In today's video, we are diving into part 3, where I'll be installing TrueNAS Scale as a virtual machine in Proxmox, and I'll also be passing through storage drives directly to TrueNAS. But before I get started, if you haven't checked out my part 1 and part 2 yet, be sure to do so to get a walkthrough of my server setup, the upgrades I did to the server, and the Proxmox installation. Alright, let's jump right into it. So first thing first, we need to download TrueNAS Scale ISO from the TrueNAS website. So this is the TrueNAS Scale website. Let's click on download TrueNAS Scale. Let's download the stable version. The download has been completed, so I'll go to my Proxmox server. I'm gonna go to the local storage, ISO images, and click on upload. And here I'll select the TrueNAS Scale ISO image which we have just downloaded. Click on upload. Since this is uploaded now, we'll go ahead and create a new virtual machine in Proxmox. So for that, I'll click on create VM. I'll walk you through the steps of configuring the virtual machine settings, including like allocating CPU cores, memory, storage space, and then we'll attach the TrueNAS Scale ISO to the virtual machine's DVD drive so we can boot from it. Since I want my TrueNAS to completely take over the memory, I would uncheck the ballooning device. And let's select start after created and finish. Here we can see the virtual machine is being provisioned with 4 CPU, 24 GB of RAM. And let's click on console. Since the virtual machine is powered on, we'll follow the on-screen prompts to install TrueNAS Scale. The installation process is pretty straightforward, I guess, just like installing any other operating system. So it took quite some time to install this, but finally, yes, it's being installed. So I'm just gonna click on stop. I'll go to the hardware and I'm gonna remove the ISO media from here. And I'm gonna start it once again. I think this is installed, everything is up and running. I think at this point I'm just gonna go to the web UI and I take it from there. So this is the IP address of my TrueNAS, using which I can just log into my TrueNAS server. But before that, I need to pass through all my storage drives, which are under disk. As you can see, I have one NVMe, which is 2 TB, and I have 4 hard disks, 3 TB each. I want to pass through all my drives directly to TrueNAS, which would allow TrueNAS to have direct access to the physical drives and thus maximizing performance and reliability. So I'm just gonna go back to the TrueNAS server. I'm gonna stop it once again. Let's go to the hardware. Let's click on add and then PCI device. Okay, so one thing I just realized, since this is a new server, I haven't enabled IOMMU. So that's why we are getting this prom IOMMU not detected. And we need that in order to pass through any PCI slot. There is actually a very nice guide on Reddit. I'm gonna share the link in the description, but we should just follow these steps, I think, and we should be able to enable IOMMU. So let's go back to our server, and let's start running this one by one. Let's try rebooting our system. So we are back online on our Proxmox server. I hope this works this time. Let's go to hardware, click on add PCI device. Awesome. So now we are not getting any prompt that IOMMU has not been enabled. Let's click on raw device. Let's select our NVMe SSD, all functions, and click on add. Let's also add our SAS controller. I think it should be this one. All functions, add, and let's try to start our system. So let's go to the web UI and configure it from there. Cool, so we have the login page. Looks great. So we have 4 cores, we have 24 gig of RAM. Let's go to storage. We don't have a pool here since this is a new system, but let's see if we are able to see our disks which we have passed through by enabling IOMMU. Nice, yeah, so we see the NVMe has been recognized. This is our boot drive, and we also have all our 3 terabytes each hard disk available in TrueNAS directly. To create pools and everything, it's quite straightforward. This is the first time I'm actually using TrueNAS Scale. We can have apps here, we can run virtualization machines from here directly. The reason I chose Proxmox is because it does have a better monitoring dashboard, and the way you can spin a virtual machine, it made a lot more sense to me to use Proxmox as my type 1 hypervisor. But probably in my next video I can show you guys how exactly I'm envisioning this, like how I want to set up my home lab. But right now let's go ahead and create a storage pool. Let's give this name as Iron Vault. I'm gonna choose mirror, save selection, next. I'm not gonna select any ZFS log as of now. Probably for this video I'm just gonna leave everything else, since everything else is optional like cache, metadata, dedupe. Let's just go ahead and click on next, next, next. Let's review this. This is our Iron Vault 1. Cool, let's go ahead and click on create pool. It's fine with me. And there you have it. I think this concludes this video. So in this video we have successfully installed TrueNAS Scale as a virtual machine in Proxmox. We were able to enable IOMMU, and then we were able to pass through storage drives directly to TrueNAS. In my opinion, this setup gives us the best of both worlds, the flexibility of virtualization with Proxmox and also the performance of bare metal storage with TrueNAS Scale. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys what exactly I'm planning to do with my server, but I think we are good for now. I hope this video was helpful for you for your own home lab setup. But if you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.